Hello and welcome back to Factorio. Everything's looking pretty much under control, plenty of power production. Got the first wall in there. The other places don't look like they're getting attacked too much, so like the bars is just getting kind of stuck. So I think I'm just not going to not worry about them too much. I'm probably running too slow to get the 8-hour rockets, but I'm going to see how close I can get, I think. So I think looking at my base here, copper is quite clearly the thing I'm low on. Looks like there's plenty of coal, looks like there's plenty of stone, and I have got iron coming from here. Also steel, so since I've got the iron coming here, actually what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to just take this iron belt, that's one key, and I'm going to add this to the steel belt. So that's going to be a simple little thing up there, put a splitter on it, dump the spare in there. Because yeah, I can see there's not enough steel, and coppers, I've got enough copper for the time being, I think it's marginal. Now to get more copper I'm going to go up to there, so that's going to be quite a major undertaking. So I'm going to start planning for that. And I can finish off the science I started last time as well. In fact, I might... Well, no, I know the science, this low density structure will use up a lot of copper. I know that for a fact. And you can see there's just not enough ore coming in. In fact, you can see even the red circles are getting starved of copper already. So, as I said before, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to lay this out. I still think getting trains down here is going to be kind of a pain. Maybe I'll put circuits or something down there in the future, move this all along. This here is kind of redundant anyway. Now I've got much more defences up north. And I can extend this or put something here. Not quite sure. But I think I can definitely go with not having this and having furnaces. And the batteries can either just stay there on the side or they can get shoved over. Here maybe I can fill in this. And in fact, quickly reconsidering, I think this is not going to be enough steel regardless. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clone this and do a second set of steel here. And just waiting for those robots to finish. I'm just going to do this as a blueprint for now, or ghost placement rather. And then I'll get down and do it in a second. And looks like I need to get rid of some logs as well, too much wood in there. So this is just going to be a mirror image of the one before. Just going to do this first piece quickly. And then I'll copy paste it to make the rest of it. So that goes there. Inserters come out there to a second belt. Find some power poles, I think. What did I do before? Now let's do that again. Like so. Now I'm just going to copy paste this a bunch of times until I get to the top. And the steel will be here. So if I take this across and side load it, that'll be fine. While I'm doing that for the copper, so I want to build it up there, so I'm just going to copy paste this one I did for iron and see how this looks. Yeah, I think I leave myself as much space as possible, something like that. I could then build a second one there or something. I'm going to change how this coal works though. So if I say this is the like split point, in fact I do copper over here, this can be iron. And then yeah, there'll be a split in the middle. That can all move as well. That probably should have really gone further up there with the rest of the oil stuff. So that can go there where the power poles are. I'll just get all those trees. And I'll do iron to the left of it. Okay, so it looks like I did need more than... Oh no, the total number's fine, I forgot to put ammo in them. Yeah, I should go do that. There's the car. But the furnace array is coming along quite nicely. I think the fire destroyed some more stuff. So that was very unfortunate. Okay, that's another 1,000 ammo or something, I think. If they are attacking this particular point, let's just put a second set of turrets in. Very nice. And what else do I need? I lost some radars. Don't want that wood. Well, there should be ammo coming along soon. There it is. So otherwise that is all working pretty much as designed. Maybe I should have made that a fast belt, might have been better, but they're getting ammo now, so they should be fine in the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the train track here, I think. To make sure I leave enough space for it to come around. And if I was to continue taking this down south, using the same line, see where this would end up. End up about here. I think that's manageable, so yeah, now let's get rid of some of these grenades, or get rid of the trees with grenades. I don't really want to collect too many of them. Even though you've got construction bots, so I just don't want that wood either. So let's just get rid of this. I'm going to have to repair all the track now. Not bad. Maybe I should use the deconstruction planner on those ones. So yeah, that's going to come around this way. I'm going to have a train stop. Say here. And I should be able to loop around back onto that. And that's not going to be enough. I need to get some more of these. Need any more steel, but that's fine. We should get, yeah, I should make some stack inserters as well if I get a chance. So that's going to look like that. I can have a power pole and a power pole. I'm going to do 4 wagons initially for this. And if I've got it right, which I'm not entirely sure, and I tend to get it wrong quite often. So let's just put some cars in there. Now I've got this right. Yeah, so this one here will unload onto that side belt. Like so. So that gives me 4 of those. Get my trees in right. And this will just feed into, yeah, and I can upgrade the stuff in a later point. So that will link together like that. This will be my primary copper unload station for the time being. That can just loop around again. Up there, that should leave enough space for a train to be waiting as well, which will be handy. Signals there and there. Some are over that sort of area. Let's go grab some bits quickly to then build that train line. So 1 new train for that route. I don't know why I picked up that stuff, don't need it. So that's going to have 4 wagons to fit in there. And actually I'm going to pick up, I've got a lot of rubbish in it, okay that works. Now I'm just going to use the train to build the rest of the stuff. So I come up here, going to get this bit of track. And I need some chain signals as well. Let's make a new tab. So signals, chain signals and tracks. Those chain signals like there. Can't reach, I'm sure I can reach. There we go. And oh yeah. That then needs a normal signal. That needs a normal signal. And I think the copper's just there. This is kind of, I don't even know why I joined this track together. It's very nearly just redundant. So yeah, this is just going to come off. And everything needs to be double tracked for now, so I'm just going to make it single. I'll change it in the future if I need to. Oops, that is the wrong way though. Not quite sure I did there, but it will do its job. Just make sure I go the right way. So going from double track to single track, I want the 2 signals like that. And I just want to take this over there. But I do want to bring power. So let's see what the maximum length of that is. Like so. I'm just going to copy paste it as I go along. So there's more bases up north, so I'm going to copy some of this stuff. I found a better one somewhere. Let's use this one. So do the defences first before anything gets shot at. So I had this corner piece. I can just go up here just north of the point. That was the one blueprint. Going to click on. And why did I blueprint? I'm not sure what I blueprinted that for. So there should be a straight piece, yeah. I want the longer straight piece. Let's take. What do I want? Not really with that. Let's take that. And I'll split that like that. Little radar in that corner sounds good. And coming down the side there, that can have a piece. That kind of piece. I'll put the station stuff at the bottom. So then this can be the end of that. And I'll put the storage chest here. Give that all the ammo I've got right now. And I think the power pole can reach it as well, yeah. So that's very good for that. And for the miners, I'm just going to use another basic strip. Starting here, I probably should upgrade some of these to fast belts, so not going to do that just now, I think. Let's get these as far over as they can though. So upgrade these later if I need to. And yeah, I need to get more miners as well, clearly. I only had like 20 or so, I think. That's probably less than that, I've had those before I did the coal. So yeah, definitely want more miners. Maybe I put that a bit too far north, that's fine. The station itself will have to go here. Do I have a train stop? Okay, train stop. And same thing I did down here basically. So I'm just going to grab that. But I didn't want the belts, so I want it like that. So these ones will need splitters. I can't like do a reverse side load. So 2 splitters like that. Well, 1 splitter, 2 belts. Yeah, do it like that. And then if I grab the... Let's copy paste that one. I didn't mean... I don't know why it lets you quick replace that. It's almost never what I want to do. So yeah, this comes along. Something like that. These come down. These come down. And now I figure out what to do here. So I think actually I should have built a larger station. I might build some platforms on the opposite side or something. And I haven't actually got enough fast belts. And something's beeping away. Now some turrets that probably won't have ammo again. I'll deal with those in a minute. For now I'm just going to wire this up to, well, connect it up to the first set of mining strips. Okay, but this is now technically functional. So I'm fairly sure once I get all those miners in, these want to be fast with express belts. So I'll probably route those 2 into a second set of loaders on the opposite side. But this will do for the current job. So just a simple full cargo, empty cargo. Just make sure this works quickly. Cool. I'm just going to limit these to a couple of stacks so that the outside ones get a chance. Okay, so I think what happened here is they've come attacking in that direction for some reason rather than being up north before. And so they kind of wrapped around the end here. So I'll need to fix that up in a minute. See the coppers coming in here. Got my car. Don't want that ore, so let's just drop it there. That's now nicely done, and I can connect that up in a second. I just need to go and get more belts. That's just really in my way. Keep driving into it. It's not actually doing anything at all now. Okay, guys, I finally finished upgrading the steel, which I started ages ago. That's probably still not enough ore, because this is now actually quite depleted, and I am mining as much as I can from that. Which means the next thing to do is go and get this iron over here. And speaking of which, the copper is working. Where's that shrine? The copper's getting there. Let's finish building a bit more of it. There's still some more patch I could build, but I think right now this is looking fairly good. Okay, so my plan for iron is to basically copy this whole setup here, but slightly to the west over here. Not quite sure how much space I want to leave. Let's say that looks good. There'll be same sort of setup here as well coming out. And I'll link that up to the iron stuff down here. And this will just become, I think, purely steel till such time I want to redesign it. Although that is now working a lot more nicely. Still nowhere near enough steel, but it's just getting eaten up by making the science and stuff. For the station, can I just put it further over? Maybe that's what I do. So I take literally the identical thing, but I'm going to put it like here. And I guess for the moment I just want to go off to the east anyway. So I guess the lazy solution for that is essentially this. And I'll just use train signals. Oh, that looks horrific. Okay, I'm sure I'll redesign that at some point in the future if I continue this map or whatever, because that's pretty horrific. Then I'll just join these up, that should be nice and simple, while the robots do the other stuff. Anyway, so as far as building this goes, I'm going to do it the same way as before, just blueprinting a segment of track. Hopefully this doesn't get in the way too much of what I was doing the oil stuff. Probably will. I might have to build on both sides of the track or something like that. But they should give me a pretty good line over to that iron ore deposit over there. And I think I've got enough track and stuff to build it all the way. Maybe even have a gate. I'm actually not going to bother a gate because I need to defend the ore patch anyway and it's so close. I'll probably just build a wall around the whole thing. Assuming I've got enough stone, I might have to go get more stone to finish that off. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to move this whole thing further down south. Or further east rather. So that it encompasses these mineral patches. And if I put miners there anyway, I don't think any attack should sneak past. As far as I recall on how that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down and then move it over there. Okay, so as far as the fences go, it's going to leave me with this. The belt with the ammo is going to come up here, come across, supply all these, then go up. And in the future it might come across to the coal as well. And then that makes the mining there fairly straightforward. This will just be more strips again like before. As far as the station goes, I think about here it's good. And I should be able to link up with that balancer there. Just be on number 1. And I'm just going to copy, go and use the same design as before. So let's see if I left enough space. That's suspicious. That looks a lot like I didn't leave enough space. Yeah, Yeah, I never leave enough space for this stuff. Let's just move all of this up a bit. Yeah, there. That looks good. And if we can still get that track to bend around, that can still go up there. Okay, all looks good. I just need to connect this up. I'm not sure how much ore I'm going to get from here. I'm not sure if I need fast or normal belts. I'm going to go with the cheaper ones to start with, and I'll upgrade them if I need to. So something like this. And I need to do power as well. Otherwise this is really like a straightforward like mining camp. There's nothing special about it. I think I put power down there. That looks good. The turrets have power. They have ammo. I'll go drop some more ammo on the way back, I guess. I'm not sure where my train stop went to. Has one of the robots got it? Pretty sure I had one. Yeah, the robots had it. And I managed to accidentally delete some stuff there. That's fine. Fill in the gaps. Go down some signals. There's a gap over there as well. What was I thinking? Can I do a train signal? Yeah. So train signal across there. Normal signal. And again, this is so close. I'm only going to build one train anyway. So let's go grab the train I had before. Go to do full cargo. That's going to do empty cargo. That should be about all I need. Oh, and this one here, I'll just splitter in for the benefit of this little. The split didn't quite fit. That's a bit over there. I don't care. That's even less significant. So yeah, your patch wasn't quite the right size for 4 lanes, but it's close enough. And yeah, maybe like these two could do with being a fast lane. It's so marginal though, and these ones here, there's not much. Like 75. That was hardly worth building the miner. So once they deplete, it will be fine. So iron ore getting unloaded, that all looks good. I want to check, copper's doing fine, it's on its way back. I do need to get some more furnaces, I didn't quite have enough at the time. Don't know what that large power pole is doing, let's just get rid of that. So yeah, I'll finish off building that, that's going to take a moment at some point. And this one's going to connect it. One lane's going to go this way, something like this. And now I'm going to replace the entire original. I've run out of belts as well. Use the fast ones. I'll replace the entire original setup with steel. Okay, so I think that does it for today. So I still didn't get more science done. But since I got the copper and the iron built, and I've now got lots of coal available as well. And actually stone if I should need more stone. I'm in a good position now, I think. There was more oil up there, so if I should have any more resource problems, basically, I should be able to hopefully push straight for the sciences next time. Definitely well off target for getting There Is No Spoon. It is 7.5 hours in at this point, but hopefully I can do like 9 hours or something. It shouldn't take too much longer. So until next time.